Welcome back to my channel Celeb Buzz. Please share and subscribe and press the bell icon for new updates. They say love is a battlefield. But for Pamela Anderson, it's been a storm wild, unpredictable, and unforgettable. Imagine this. A woman adored by millions, yet searching for something real, something lasting, in a world that never stops. Watching. And now, whispers swirl Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson. Two icons, one unexpected rumor. But before we chase the latest headline, let's step back. Let's trace the scars and the sparks that shaped Pamela's heart. It all began on the sun-soaked beaches of British Columbia. A small-town girl suddenly thrust into the blinding lights of fame. The world first fell in love with Pamela as the lifeguard in red, running along the shores of Baywatch. But behind the camera, her heart was already tumbling through its first wild ride. Tommy Lee, the rock star, the rebel. Their love was instant, electric, and explosive. They married after just 4 days. For days. The world watched, fascinated and horrified, as passion turned to chaos. There were tattoos, stolen tapes, and tabloid wars. But there were also 2 sons, Brandon and Dylan, her anchors in the storm. The marriage ended, but the story never really did. Tommy was the first, but not the last, to leave a mark on Pamela's soul. Then came Kid Rock, another whirlwind, another marriage, another heartbreak. The world saw the headlines, but not the quiet moments of hope and disappointment. Pamela kept searching, kept believing. She married Rick Salaman Weiss, each time hoping for a different ending. Each time finding herself back at the beginning. Love, for Pamela, was never simple. Was always all or nothing. There were others too. Brief romances, fleeting connections. Each one a chapter in a book she never meant to write. Each one leaving her a little stronger, a little more guarded. The tabloids called her reckless. But maybe she was just brave enough to keep risking her heart, even when the world was watching. And then, as the years passed, something changed. Pamela stepped away from the spotlight. She moved to France, far from the flashing cameras and the endless noise. In the quiet countryside, she found something she hadn't known in years: peace. The kind of peace that comes not from running away, but from finally letting go. She learned to love the ordinary. The sound of rain on old rooftops. The taste of fresh bread in the morning. The feeling of sunlight on her face with no one watching. She spoke about forgiveness, about healing, about the power of letting go. She forgave the men who broke her heart. She forgave herself for the choices she made. She let her past become a lesson, not a prison. But even as she found this new calm, the world never stopped wondering, would Pamela Anderson ever find the love she truly deserved? And then, just as the dust seemed to settle, the rumors began again. This time, the name was unexpected. Liam Neeson. The Irish actor known for his strength, his sorrow, his quiet intensity. It's a man who, like Pamela, had loved deeply and lost deeply. A man who carried his own scars, hidden behind a gentle smile and 1,000 unforgettable roles. The whispers grew louder. Were they really together? Or was it just another story, spun from shadows and longing? The tabloids speculated. It's the fans, I wondered. The world watched, hungry for a new chapter in Pamela's rollercoaster romance history. But the truth was harder to find. Maybe it was just a chance meeting. Maybe it was something more. Maybe, for once, it was something private, something. Just for them, but the idea lingered. 2 souls, battered by life, finding comfort in each other's arms. To people who had seen the best and the worst of love, daring to hope again. It was a story that felt almost too perfect, too poetic. It's about sometimes life writes the best stories of all. For Pamela, love has always been a risk. Leap into the unknown. She's been betrayed, misunderstood, adored, and abandoned. She's been the center of attention and the target of cruel jokes. She's been called reckless, wild, even foolish. But through it all, she's never stopped believing. Never stopped hoping. Maybe that's her greatest strength. Not her beauty, not her fame, but her refusal to give up on love. She once said, "My life is not a victim story. I am a survivor. And maybe that's what draws us to her. The way she keeps getting back up, no matter how many times she's knocked down. The way she keeps her heart open, even when it would be easier to close it forever. As we watch her story unfold, we see ourselves, the heartbreaks, the second chances, the hope that somewhere out there, someone is waiting. Someone. We'll see you as not for our mistakes, not for our past, but for who we are now. Maybe that's why we care. Because Pamela's story is our story, messy, complicated, and endlessly human. Think about it. How many times have you loved and lost? How many times have you wished for a fresh start, a new beginning? How many times have you wondered if you'd ever find the one who truly understands you? Pamela's journey is a mirror. It shows us our own fears, our own dreams, our own longing for connection. We watch her and we see ourselves. The heartbreaks that left us breathless, the nights spent, wondering if we'd ever feel whole again. The hope that somewhere out there, someone is waiting, someone who will see us. Truly see us for who we are beneath the surface. Pamela's story is not just about fame or scandal. It's about the universal search for love, for acceptance, for a place to belong. And maybe that's why the rumors about Liam Neeson feel different. Because he, too, has known heartbreak. He, too, has walked through fire and come out the other side. He lost his wife, Natasha Richardson, in a tragic accident. He knows what it means to grieve, to heal, to hope again. If anyone could understand Pamela's journey, maybe it's him. Imagine them together. Two souls, both marked by loss, both searching for meaning in a world that can be so unforgiving. Maybe they find comfort in each other's silence. Maybe they share stories that no one else could understand. Maybe in each other. They see a chance for something real. Something that isn't about headlines or paparazzi, but about healing. Nope. But whether the rumors are true or not, one thing is certain: Pamela Anderson is still searching, still hoping, still believing in the power of love to heal, to transform, to redeem. She's not the same woman she was in the Baywatch days. She's older now, wiser, softer, maybe, but also stronger. She's learned that love isn't always fireworks and fairy tales. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's just two people holding hands in the dark, promising not to let go. Sometimes it's forgiveness. Sometimes it's starting over, even when you're scared. Sometimes it's about letting go of the past and daring to believe in the future. Pamela has faced the world's judgment. She's been called reckless, impulsive, even naive. But what if she's just brave? Brave enough to keep risking her heart, even when it's been broken so many times. Brave enough to believe that love is worth it, no matter the cost. She's been through storms that would have broken most people. The public divorces, the betrayals, the endless scrutiny. But she's still here, still standing, still open to the possibility of love. That's not weakness, that's strength. And maybe, just maybe, that's the real story here. Not the headlines, not the rumors, but the journey of a woman who refuses to give up, who keeps searching for meaning, for connection, for love, who keeps believing that, no matter how many times her heart is broken, it can always be mended. We all want to believe in second chances. We all want to believe that it's never too late to find happiness. Pamela's story reminds us that life is unpredictable, that love can surprise us even when we least expect it, that sometimes the most beautiful chapters come after the darkest nights. So, what do you think? Is this the beginning of a new chapter for Pamela Anderson, or just another rumor in a life filled with them? Is it possible for two people? Both? Scarred by life, to find happiness together? Or is love for people like Pamela always just out of reach? Maybe you've been there yourself. Maybe you've loved and lost. Maybe you've been afraid to try again. Maybe you're still searching, still hoping, still believing. If so, you're not alone. Pamela's journey is a reminder that we're all in this together, that we all have scars, that we all deserve a second chance. Let us know in the comments below. Share your thoughts, your hopes, your own stories of love and loss. Tell us if you believe in second chances. Tell us if you think Pamela and Liam could find happiness together. Or tell us about your own journey, your own search for love. for meaning, for connection? If you felt the emotion in her journey, if you believe in second chances, hit that like button, subscribe to Celeboos, and join our community. Because every love story deserves to be heard. Maybe, just maybe, this one isn't over yet. Thank you for watching, but before you go, take a moment to reflect. What would you do if you were in Pamela's shoes? Would you risk your heart again knowing the pain that might come? Would you? Open yourself up to love, even after everything you've been through. Or would you close the door and protect yourself from more heartbreak? Pamela's story is a lesson in courage, in resilience, in the power of hope. She reminds us that it's okay to be vulnerable, that it's okay to want more, that it's okay to keep searching even when the world tells you to give up. So, as you go about your day, remember Pamela's journey. Remember that love is never simple, that it's always a risk, but that sometimes the greatest rewards come. To those who are willing to try again, if you're still watching, thank you for being part of this story. Thank you for believing in love, in second chances, in the possibility of redemption. We're all writing our own stories, one day at a time. And maybe, just maybe, the best is yet to come. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments, because here at Celeboos, every story matters, and yours is just as important as Pamela's. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep believing, keep hoping, and never give up on love.